Lush is the debut album from Snail. We are joined by Lindsey Jordan of the band. Welcome back to San Francisco.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. It's the second go around here.
Yeah, psyched to be back.
Yeah, you opened for Girlpool, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think we played San Francisco actually also with Waxahachie.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yes. The first time I think was Girlpool.
Was Girlpool,
right?
yeah.
Pick up any bad habits on this last year of touring? It seems like you've been on the road almost every day for the last 365 days plus.
Yeah, I have a ton of bad habits. I eat like really badly, like late at night. It's just like a stress relief thing. Like after shows, I'll get like ice cream and candy and just like go crazy. And then I just don't like really. I don't really like sleep that much. I don't really exercise on tour. Yeah, I mean, I don't really party that hard, but I definitely don't take good care of myself.
But you don't do anything else.
Yeah. Yeah.
First time headlining San Fran, so thank you for coming.
A lot's been written about your background. Of course, we can talk for hours about Paramore's influence and your sister
I'm down.
and all this stuff. I'm curious about this cool sister because that's usually what it takes. The cool sister that's like, you're coming with me. And we're gonna go to Warped Tour and we're gonna black nail polish and all this stuff. Right? Who was the band that she was really into that said, let's go?
She was the one who was really into Paramore, and I know she was like into like Fall Out Boy and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And I was like so determined to hate everything that she liked, and I went to that show being like, this is gonna be like.
You couldn't wait for it to be over.
This is gonna be Kendra's
right?
thing, yeah. And then it was like AFI, Paramore, and somebody else. And then I was like so psyched about Paramore. I remember I was like, I really want to dislike this because Kendra likes it. But I was like, oh my God, maybe I should start listening to her.
That's awesome, right? You have a lot to thank for her, right?
Yeah, I appreciate her now.
And you already were playing guitar. You were classically trained and you picked up a guitar or were gifted a guitar. You asked for it for Christmas at a very young age, like 5 or 6 or something like that, right? You went to that show and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, this is cool. I'm gonna be like them. And you took songs that were already out there, like Liz Phair songs, and making your own songs.
Yeah.
Just replacing the lyrics.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Oh yeah, that was an Ashley Simpson song.
That was a who?
I rewrote an Ashley Simpson song.
Oh, no way.
And that was like I remember that was like when I started songwriting and then gave up songwriting. I just rewrote that song, Pieces of Me, and when I later had to finish the song and discovered that it was just pieces of me with some of the lyrics changed, not even all of them. I remember I was like, songwriting's not for me, I'm done. Like I was like, this is so frustrating. Yeah. And then I came back to it when I was like 13.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
You could be a kid for a little bit.
Give it some breathing room.
Yeah, exactly. If you were gonna go to college, what were you gonna study? Was there a plan at all?
Like English literature, that was the plan.
Something that you could just dabble in that and go into music at the same time.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah, I was always like a star English student, and I was like, I want to be some kind of writer, but I definitely put music on the back burner because I was like certain that wasn't something I could do. It's just it's just kind of like, I always like really wanted to, and then I think at some point I realized it was just an unrealistic path, and I wasn't sure how to go about pursuing it. So I just decided that it was off the table, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I guess it's not.
How did your parents take to that?
They were psyched. I think once there was NPR content, my parents were like, oh. Yeah. I think as soon as it reached a platform that my parents were already fans of, I was like, it became easier to talk about, and I think they were always really encouraging. My mom used to take me to shows, and she would like stand in the back to not embarrass me. For the most part, my parents are very cool. They're like
They sound
the
like
cool parents.
They sound like it. They must have been over the moon when you got the New York Times article.
Oh
on
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Like a million copies, right?
The publications that the parents are excited about are crucial.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like my first thought when I was doing that. I was like, oh, my parents are gonna love this. Yeah.
Congratulations on the debut. Speaking of all
Thank
these
you.
wonderful words that are being written about you. A lot of people just totally absorbing it, and what I find fascinating is the diversity of people that are into your music.
Yeah.
old, young, in between.
Right.
Right? Because to be fair, you had lessons from an indie hero, so to speak, Mary from Helium.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Because you were 13, you were in early teens when that was going
Oh,
on. Right?
I actually started with Mary, I think, when I was 15, maybe. But I only worked with her for a little while. And I met her at a show, and I was in between guitar teachers, and she had taught a couple of my friends in the past. And so we just got to talking and got along really well, and it ended up just being a really good thing.
Was there any osmosis in working with her for that short period of time? Did you dig into Helium music and those kind of things?
I found out more about Helium actually kind of like after that. I actually just more like when I met Mary, I just was like, she's really nice. I wasn't like, oh yeah, like indie rock hero Mary Timony. I didn't really actually know that much. But we got to see Helium at Hopscotch because we were playing I think the day before them, and it was like the Helium like reunited thing. And I was sitting side stage and I was like, this is insane. They're so incredible. And when I went to the Matador office for the first time, they gave me a bunch of Helium records. So now I'm informed.
Now you're right, yeah.
And yeah, Helium's incredible. Everything Mary does is crazy, so good.
This album, all new material, which is awesome because obviously some bands, artists, they have their own journey where they have an EP, they're finding their sound, or it's a collection of material that was 5-6 years old. You started right from scratch on this one.
Yeah. I think it just sort of was during a time when everything was transitioning in general, and I just wanted all of the songs on the record to be perfectly representational of my life at the time, because it just feels like I knew we would maybe have to be touring it for a long time, and I was like, it's going to be so painful to have to play, because there are technically like 50 Snail songs like in the works, because I mean there's just like I feel I write like every day, but I was like, I want all of the songs in this to be like telling of who I am right now, and I don't want to have to look back at all.
You make fantastic music.
Thank you.
The guys, Sam and Alex, of course, and the rest of the guys in the band are just awesome. You have a great collective with you.
Oh yeah, I love
And
them.
we're looking forward to your future.
Cool, thank you so much.
Appreciate the time.
Yeah, thank you.
It is Lindsey from Snail debut album called Lush. You're watching B-Sides On Air.